him.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Oh, speaking of, have you seen this?
Yeah, I saw that they
Israeli soldiers destroys Jesus statue in
Can
Lebanon.
I pee
has
real quick?
condemned an Israeli soldier who hit a
commentate.
statue of Jesus with a sledgehammer in southern Lebanon. The statue was mounted on a crucifix outside a church in a Christian village that had been occupied by Israeli troops. Mr. Netanyahu has said he regrets any hurt caused to Christian believers in Lebanon.
This story pisses me off because it's like, bro, they've been bombing churches, they've been killing Christians and Muslims too, and bombing mosques as well. But this is like, I guess, the symbolism. Like, symbolism is more consequential for Christians than the act of actual murder of both Christians and Muslims in both Gaza and Lebanon. Like, I'm glad that people are getting pissed off, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, destroying the statue is a bridge too far. It's time for a moral reckoning. Destruction of Jesus statues should serve as a moral wake-up call for the IDF, says Times of Israel. Like,
that was the one. That was
this is what did it, man. This is what did it.
Moral wake-up call.
Bro, you got the fucking cattle, Mike Fuckabee, running around being like, oh, well, Israel gets to do whatever it wants. The Greater Israel Project, Israel. And nobody lets a fucking peep. But like the one statue gets clapped and everyone's like, this is unbelievable. I mean, how could they do
around
this?
the world? Well, it comes as the Israeli military has warned residents in southern Lebanon not to move around near border areas.
Christians care about this because they think it confirms their blood libel. Yeah, except if you want fucking blood libel confirmation, they've been killing Christians too. They've been bombing churches. How is this? How does this? They bombed a synagogue, dude. They bombed a fucking synagogue in Iran. Yeah. Like, they bomb everything. It's so stupid. They don't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense to me that, like, this is what got so many people animated. I mean, I'll take it. You know, I'll take anything at this point. Anything that causes people to flip and just be like, we got to restrain Israel. This is unacceptable. I will take it at this point. But it just also blows my mind that, like, this is the one thing that really agitated people, and not like, I don't know, murdering a bunch of fucking Lebanese Christians alongside Lebanese Shias, alongside Christians and Muslims in Gaza, and blowing up fucking mosques and blowing up churches nonstop.
And not to return to dozens of villages, despite the agreement of a ceasefire that Israel has ordered its army to use full force against what it calls imminent threats in southern Lebanon, and says its troops will continue to occupy the area. Let's talk to our Middle East correspondent, Ilan Nell, who's in Jerusalem for us now. Ilan, tell us more then about what this soldier did to the statue of Jesus, because we've heard very strong condemnation.
Yeah, this is also because people got really pissed off about this. Israel was like, oh, we're so sorry. We're actually investigating the soldier. It's like, bro, that's like... Soldiers
investigating the soldier. He's on camera, isn't he?
Yeah, well, yes, but they always have to do the fake, like, we have to conduct an investigation.
Got it.
To see how this could have happened. I don't know. Maybe because maybe the soldier thought it was valid after actually killing a fuck ton of Lebanese Christian people already. You know, perhaps that's why he thought it wouldn't be a big deal to fucking blow up the Jesus statue on top of everything else.
Of that soldier's actions from the Prime Minister, from the Israeli military, various other politicians as well in Israel.
Yeah, so the Israeli Prime Minister was quick to come out with his comments in English on his X account. I think understanding very well the international damage that this could do, this photo that's been shared widely on social media over the past couple of days. The Israeli army has confirmed it's a soldier who is at the moment in southern Lebanon, or has been in southern Lebanon in recent days. He's holding what appears to be a sledgehammer or an axe poised just over the face of the statue of Jesus on a crucifix that's been toppled. The understanding is that this is in the village of Double, which is in southern Lebanon, a Maronite Christian village. This was a family's own shrine on the edge of their land, at the edge of the village. It's not clear exactly at the moment what damage was ultimately done, but the Israeli...
I, for one, can't believe that the army of a ethno-religious supremacist nation that routinely punishes and kills and subjugates both Christians and Muslims in the region would do such a thing. I am shocked. Okay, I can't believe that the anti-Christian, anti-Muslim forces would do such an anti-Christian act. How could they?
It's just par for the course, right? They're killing everybody.
Yeah,
they're killing everybody.
Yeah, it's just like
because Christians and Muslims live in Lebanon. And they're not just like, they're just indiscriminately bombing. So obviously
that, but also on top of that, they've done something even more insane, like straight up Nazi shit. They occupied southern Lebanon and then they released statements to the southern Lebanese telling the Christian villages not to hide Shia Muslims in their villages, which is literally what the fucking Nazis did to Jews. Like it's so crazy.
That's crazy.
That they released a statement before this. One, they released a statement saying we're going to do to southern Lebanon what we did to Gaza, which, is an admission of the heinous war crimes that they committed in Gaza. But it goes unpunished, so they don't see any reason to even hide it. And then two, they went to southern Lebanese Christian villages and said, if you are hiding Muslims in your floorboards, like, you will also be in our crosshairs.
That's crazy.
The Israeli army is saying that they will help the Christian community there to repair this statue. The foreign minister of Israel, Gideon Saar, came out and said that he apologized for this incident and to every Christian who had been hurt by it in their feelings. So you can see that this has really sort of,
Yeah. You executed an elderly Christian woman in Gaza who was simply trying to find a restroom and then sniped her daughter in the head for tending to her corpse. This is who you are. These are your values, not an aberration. They did this. Yeah. And then they bombed the fucking church, by the way. After an IDF sniper killed 2 women inside of a Gaza church, they also bombed that same church, which is so ridiculous.
Had a big effect, and that the local priest there told the BBC in Beirut that this was a desecration and, really extremely upsetting for the Christian community in southern Lebanon, in this wide area, which is currently occupied by Israeli forces, thousands of Israeli forces on the ground there. They see this as being a stronghold for the Shiite Muslim group Hezbollah.
And Yolande, what's the wider context of what's happening in Lebanon with that fragile ceasefire?
It's clearly a doctor's statue, you anti-Semite. Yeah, clearly. Who could forget the famous doctor?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Fire.
So some developments in the past few hours, because you remember that when that ceasefire was declared by the US last week between Israel and Lebanon, with Hezbollah saying that it would stick to it and crediting Iran with getting that deal across the line. Well, the White House also said that it was ready to host the leaders of Israel and Lebanon for historic peace talks between these two countries that have technically remained at war since the State of Israel was created back in 1948. Now, the Lebanese president, Joseph Aoun, says that there will be a Lebanese delegation that is sent along to talks, and that will be headed by a former Lebanese ambassador to
Austin has seen the Dr. Jihad video.
I know. I called him Dr. Jihad last
US. He has said that the goals of Lebanon in those talks will be to end Israel's occupation and to deploy the army of Lebanon right up to the borderline. Israel has previously been saying that its goals in any kind of long-term peace deal will be to make sure that there is the disarmament of Hezbollah, and it also wants to decide finally that the border between Israel and its neighbor Lebanon.
Okay, Yolande, thank you very much indeed.
The US has confirmed that a second round of talks between Lebanon and Israel will take place on Thursday. Lebanon's fragile 10-day ceasefire with Israel has allowed...
Glad that we have our Lebanese correspondent.
I was going to say, these talks wouldn't be necessary if the United States would just be like, hey, don't
cut
do
it
that.
out.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, also these talks are bullshit too, because like
it doesn't...
The Lebanese government has no power. The Lebanese government is infinitely more predisposed with like trying to restrain the only standing military force that they actually have that's willing to defend the Lebanese borders, which is Hezbollah.
Yeah.
And the Lebanese army just retreats.
Well, there's also no good faith negotiation you can have if your ultimate goal is a fail state.
Yeah,
right.
And not only that,
wrong?
but Israel has already occupied Lebanese territory. They took over southern Lebanese territory.
Yeah.
And have established a safety corridor, as they like to call it. Encroaching further and further into Lebanese territory. Some are saying that Israel is also now taking the water line as well, which is where the Lebanese gas fields are. So they're now going to control the Lebanese gas fields on top of everything else. So there's nothing that the Lebanese government